Grabs Info, and today we are going to do something amazing. So, basically, what we are going to do today is nothing but learning the basics of HTML. Right, you got me right. We are going to learn the basics in HTML. The reason why we are learning this is because we are going to start this series of HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, and for that, the base of every web page is HTML. Hence, we need to start with HTML first. So, to begin with, I'm going to tell you about the boilerplate of HTML. So let's begin. Here we have HTML code, and the same code will be displayed over here once we start typing. This is a tool that I use to practice my HTML, CSS, or JavaScript skills, or just to test anything that I want to. It's free of cost. If you want, you can go over here and you can also try this tool. It's codepen.io. Register it there and you should be able to use it. So, not wasting your time much and begin with the thing that we had to start with. Well, let's get started. So, any HTML that you any HTML file that you create, it has to have a boilerplate, and that start with this particular code of doc type. So how do we type that? It's nothing but like this. And here you go, it's done. Oh, it has to be in small letters. So that is the basic tag that we have in HTML file. Okay, then we'll begin with HTML, and we also need to close this tag. These are the two tags that you only write once in one HTML file. The reason is that this is only declared once, and this is the starting of our HTML codes, and this is the end of our HTML code, and rest of the things related to this HTML page will come in between these two HTML tags. So now the next tag is title tag, and this is how you type that title tag. Now title tag does nothing but it gives an information to our browser as to what to display over here. So you can see it's written over here as a pen by Anwar Squarebiz, right? So if I type anything over here, this code should tell the browser that you need to display this particular thing. So let us just type. Here you go. This is how you write your title tag. Obviously, it's not going to display it over here right now because this is a different website. However, if you create your own HTML file and then open that file, it will show your title over here as my first code. Let's move on to the next one. There's something called as body tag. Now body tag is a very important tag. The reason is because most of your HTML elements will come over here. For example, if I type anything over here, it should be displayed on this page like this. This is my first code. You save it. Here you go. You have this text being displayed over here. Simple. So these are the basic tags in HTML. Now the next important tag is a head tag. So now you must be thinking what should go in head tag. Head tag contains all your uh, style sheets. Okay, so if you're not familiar with style sheets right now, we are going to discuss it in the future. Okay, it's very simple. Whatever styles that you want to give related to your page, you can define it over here in the head tag, or you can write those styles in some other file and then give a link of that file over here. We are going to learn that as well. So if you're not able to understand it right now, don't worry about it, because we are going to learn about it in the future. You can define it over here, and it will be affecting this particular thing over here in the body. So it is not going to affect right now over here because we have not written anything. But if you write anything related to CSS, that is your style sheet, then it will affect it over here. And we can also define which part of the body it should affect. So let's do something like this. Okay, let's change the color of the body. Okay, right now if you see, it's white over here. Okay, and if you have to give a background color to the body, then what we need to do, let's see what we have to do. Okay, so let's go back to our codepen.io. Now over here, if I just write this body, then this, okay, and after that I type background, oops, background color light blue, what should happen? So as you see, I have mentioned the CSS over here in the different file and changes the color of the background. However, what we want is we want it to be mentioned over here in the head tag. So we can't just start typing it in the head tag. What we need to do first is that we need to define what we are doing. So we have to have a tag of style. So there will be an opening tag and then there will be a closing tag like this. And then if we paste, oops, sorry, not this one. What we are supposed to paste is this. And then if we paste it like this, it will do the same thing. It has changed the body of the, it has changed the background color of the body to light blue. Let's make it green and save it. Here you go, it's green now. So these are the things that we do in HTML. Um, these are the basic tags that we use. So we started with doc type. We need to mention HTML over here, just like this. This has to be mentioned only once. Then the next important tag is HTML, which has everything related to your HTML page in between these two tags. HTML close, HTML open. So here you open HTML, here you close HTML. Okay. Then in between you have title, and title is nothing but displaying something over here. You mention over here. Okay. Then head tag is nothing but whatever styles, whatever scripts of the JavaScript that you want to run, or whatever references that you want to give for the entire page, you can define over here instead of going to each element and defining it. So if you are not able to understand it right now, no problem. We are going to learn that in the future videos as well. But for now, you just understand that if you want to have an effect on the entire page, then you can define that particular thing over here in the head tag, just the way we have um, mentioned the style tag over here and given the background color to the body. Okay, the next part is body tags. Here we can mention everything related to your page. So right now it looks very simple. I have just written this is my first code, and you must be thinking, is that's not all we are going to do, right? Yes, you're right. That's not the only thing that we are going to do. We're going to learn more about the elements that we are going to use in body tag, the elements that we are going to use in head tag, and the elements that we are going to use in title tag. So rest assured, you're going to learn a lot in this series. If you're new to my channel, you can subscribe to the channel right now and give a thumbs up if you understood at least these part of the codes in HTML. Okay, and before we go, just try few tags like this. So this is a paragraph tag which defines the paragraph on your HTML page. Okay, I will also show you one more tag which is H1 tag, which stands for heading tag. Okay, and this is heading type 1, wherein if you define anything over here, like this is my heading tag. See what happens. This entire thing is in big font, like a heading, right? Like a heading of a newspaper. And this paragraph tag has a small font, like the news that you have in your newspaper. So here you have heading and you have a paragraph. So these are just two types of elements that we have used. However, we can use multiple elements over here, and we can design our page in such a way that it looks good and it has good user experience and good user interface as well. Okay, so this is just a basic that we have learned about the boilerplate of the HTML. Stay tuned for the next video where we are going to learn about more elements. Okay, we are going to go by them. Uh, we are going to go one by one for each one of them, and we'll learn about them. Okay, so rest assured about that. Thank you so much for visiting this channel. Uh, Please subscribe once again and like the video if you have understood what I have taught you today.